Hey, Facebook. Listen, how are you doing? I need to talk to y'all today, okay? I need to talk to you. Do me a favor, if you catch this during the replay, during the live, put a 1 in the comments. If you catch it during the replay, put a 2 in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from, and definitely share the live. Now, you guys have been seeing me talk about the drink to shrink. You guys have been hearing me. I've been doing videos about it. I've been drinking it, all kinds of stuff. You've been watching, and I get it. I get it. You really don't. You got some questions. I won't answer your questions. You want to know how and what and everything. I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of I know I'm going to take it backwards. Instead of talking about how and what, I'm going to tell you about why. Why why is drink to shrink so important? Why is drink to shrink? Why am I trying to help you guys with the drink to shrink? Number one, it took Travis off of his medication for high blood pressure. He was been on high blood pressure medicine since he was in the 10th grade. He's now 48 years old. Um, Speaking of him no, I'm sorry. He is not 48 years old anymore. He is 50. He retired at 48. And that's the other reason. The other reason you should is because he retired. The drink to shrink retired him at the age of 48. And when I say it retired him, I'm talking about literally relaxed type retirement. You guys know anybody who retired and they had to go get a second job to make ends meet? Well, this is the retirement. This is making the ends meet. The drink to shrink makes all the pay makes it doesn't just make the ends meet. It actually makes a full circle. It takes care of it all. So that's what drink to shrink does. And that is why. I'm going to give you another reason why. Our daughter she started her freshman college at the North Greenville University. And excuse me, she started, and because of the drink to shrink, we were able to pay her tuition in full. um when our daughters Danielle and Sydney, Danielle is now 30, Sydney is 27. When I tell you they have student loans out of the wazoo because we were not able to do things like that. That is why. That is why you should. That is why you should. And then one of the other things is my son Wesley. He's 17 now, but when he was 15, we put him in braces. And you know what? When we went to put him in braces, we went in there. We went to see the orthodontist, and they come up with all these different numbers. And it was the day that he was to get his braces on. And the lady told me, she said, Miss Hall, she said, we've got a payment option. You just pick which one you want to do, and just go back and see the lady, and she'll handle everything. I said, okay. She said, but make sure you pay the bill on time. And I said to myself, now why in the world would she tell me to pay the bill on time for my son's braces payment? And I thought that that was almost rude, because it was like she was telling me that I was going to have to make payments. It was like she was telling me I was going to have to get the payment plan. But because of drink to shrink, I called my husband. I said, well, Trav, I said, this is how much it is. He said, oh, okay. He said, just pay it in full. And that's what it was about. I think it was like 5,300 or 51 or $5,200, something like that. He said, oh, just pay it in full. So when I went back in there, and I told the lady, I said, we're just going to pay it in full. She said, you are? I said, yes, ma'am, we are. So I don't know what your reason would be for you to join this movement. I don't know what your reason would be to take the next step to do what you need to do. But let me tell you something. The easiest way, and here's the thing, because My husband retired from his job and he was making over $100,000. He was a six-figure earner at his job. Why would anybody leave a six-figure job to do something like this? It's because this was paying more, way more than that job. This was paying way more than he would even be able to. He wouldn't have even been able to earn that much that we made in this opportunity. There's no way in the world he would have made that kind of money, because at the job they're gonna be like, you can't come in and work no more. That's it for the month, or that's it for the day. You can't work this overtime. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go figure something else out. You're not gonna be able to work this overtime, Travis. So you're gonna have to figure out something else. And we did. We figured out something else. We started implementing the system. It's 3 steps. We started doing what we needed to do every single day. And before we knew it, he had already wanted to retire on a certain day. And that was December 31st of 2021. As we went on to learn and do better, because at the beginning, anytime you start something, it's like you're a rookie at it. Or anytime you start something at the beginning, it's like, I'm just getting I'm working through. I'm slowly getting there, but I'm getting there. All we did was apply three simple steps. We did what we were supposed to do, and he was able to retire earlier. Instead of retiring December 31st, 2021, he retired May 28th, 2021. And that's only because we have a simple system that anybody can use. Anybody can work the system. But not only that, we didn't just master the system and retire him. We also turned this product and branded it with our own faces. So how many people do you know who has their face on their juice? How many people do you know? Am I the only one that you know of with my face on the juice? I mean, if you look at that, do you see that? That's our face. That's our face on our juice. And I know I didn't know anyone. I know there's all kinds of different ones. I can name every last one of them just about in the grocery store, but none of them are my friends. None of those juices belong to my friends. Now they may go to the store and buy those, but they don't. I mean, that's not them. That's not them. So again, let me tell you this. The easiest way, seriously, to get to $100,000 a year is by doing something that you know how to do already. And I'm looking for 15 more women. Wait a minute, I got 3 last night. So that means I'm looking for 18. I'm looking for 18, 19, 20. Yeah. I'm looking for, I know you're like, you can't count. I'm looking for 15 more women. 15 more women. I don't care about the calculation, but 15 more women who can cook, so that I can help you do some of the same things I've been able to do. How many of you guys are having to fill out all the paperwork so that you can get the student loans for your kids? I'm not saying something is wrong with that, because it's not. I have a student loan that I'm paying off currently. My oldest children have one that they're paying off currently. How many of us have different uh uh, doctor bills that we're trying to pay off simply because I couldn't pay the bill at that time? Right. That's another thing. How many of you guys need different things for your vehicles? You need tires. Some of you guys need a down payment for a car. You need a new car. You need a new refrigerator. Your refrigerator is leaking and you're having to put that towel at the bottom. You have to change it out every other day because it's leaking so bad. You got a leak under this. There's tons of things that you could be doing so that you're not so stressed out. And that was one of the issues that we had in our household, because we were because we were living paycheck to paycheck, stress was high. Stress was very high. Do you guys, am I the only person on here who had a stressful household because the bills were piling up and Travis had maxed out on what he could work, and we're trying to, it was paycheck to paycheck, and he was already tired and going to work anyway just for more overtime, just to be tireder. That's not a word, but to be tireder or more tired, just to have to go to work again. And he would go in to work overtime and work overtime during the overtime. Don't you get tired of that? Don't you get tired of that? It's tiring. It wears us out. We can't think straight. We can't get anything to get. We just always stressed out. Hair falling out. We're eating everything. We just can't get it together. We just can't get it together. I'm just thinking about how that really affected our household. Let me get back to what I'm trying to talk to you guys about. I'm looking for 15 women who knows how to cook. I'm going to show you how you can make $100,000 a year simply doing your cooking and adding the Drink to Shrink to it. All you got to do is just say, yes, I'm in. All you got to do is just say, yes, I'm ready, and we're going to go. I'm going to give you the system, and I can guarantee you this. If you do what I tell you to do, if you do what I tell you to do, I got 2 options to come in on. Message me. I'm going to give them to you. The first one, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what the first one is. It's $80. With the $80, I'm going to give you the system to turn that $80 into $500 within a couple of days. If you don't make your $80 within 3 days, within 72 hours, remember, you got to do exactly what I tell you to do, though. You got to do exactly what I tell you to do. Within 3 days, if you have not reached your $80 in return, I'll give you your money back. And you can keep the product. You can keep the product. The system works. The system works. This is a product. This is the same product that retired my husband. This is the same product. And guess what? Here's the thing. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants Drink to Shrink. I'm pretty sure there's some people out there saying, I don't want Drink to Shrink. But then it ain't for you. It may not be for you, but everybody wants Drink to Shrink. Everybody wants Drink to Shrink. Everybody wants a healthier juice that they can drink in their household. Everybody wants a sugar-free juice in their household. If you look at the back of the ingredients on your juices right now, what does it say? It's very high in corn syrup and all those things and all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. You're going to be able to change your circumstances financially, and as a huge plus, you're going to improve your health. Well, Roz, I got diabetes. No problem. Well, I had open heart surgery, so me too. Well, I'm on high blood pressure and such and such. Well, because of the open heart surgery I had, me too. I take a blood pressure pill and I take a cholesterol pill. That's just something the doctor told me I was going to have to do for the rest of my life. And here's the deal. I've gone from a very, 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 very high dosage down to a very minimal dosage. And for me, that's a huge plus. A huge plus. And I say it's a huge plus because one of the medicines used to make my muscles ache really bad. One of them actually had my heart didn't like it. My heart did not like that medicine. So if you had the opportunity to take what you know and learn how to take and learn which it's not going to take all day. Learn how to take what you know how to do already to make just $10,000 a month. Would you do it? And if that's you, put it in the comments. I'm ready for 10K a month. I'm ready for 10K a month. And I'm not going to say it's easy, because even those of us who cook, we run across recipes. It's like, oh my gosh, I tackled that thing and it was horrible. But I can tell you one thing, there's no way for you to mess up this system. There's no way for you to mess up this this three-step system. I'm trying to tell you, if you are someone who's really trying to get yourself to a point where you can be comfortable, you don't have to have. I talked to a lady this today, and she has 4 jobs, and one of them is Drink to Shrink. One of them is Drink to Shrink, and she was so happy about that. She was so happy about that. But here's the thing: there's one thing. There's one thing when you got 4 jobs and none of them, and all of them are like just wearing you down. But she called them jobs, but I call it passion. One of them was passion, that she helps people. The second one was passion, where she helps teenagers. The other one is passion, where she helps people get healthy. When you're doing something that you like anyway, it makes it a whole lot easier. It makes it a whole lot easier. Maybe you can't even see yourself doing this, but I promise you, if you can cook, if you're a lady and you're already in the kitchen cooking and you're having a good time, I can promise you that that this Drink to Shrink will help you to get to your $10,000 a month even quicker. So what is it that it can help you with? And again, like I said, we're always wondering how, and we're wondering what. Well, what? It's the Drink to Shrink. How? It's the Drink to Shrink 3-step system. What? Change your finances, change your health. You know, March 1st, we're starting a challenge. And the challenge is this. The grand prize is $5,000 for a transformation. So we're going to do this we're going to do this we're going to be doing this the challenge for a couple of days, for 30 days, or it might be longer, I'm not sure. But if you could lose 20 pounds and get paid for just 20 pounds, it's just 20 pounds. Listen, if you could lose a pound a day or 0.5 pounds a day, would it even be worth doing the challenge to improve your health? Would it even be, has anybody's doctor told them, all you got to lose is a little, maybe 10 miles, maybe lose 10 pounds, maybe, just lose 20 pounds, maybe lose 25, or maybe lose 30, and you're stuck because you really don't know what to do. You're stuck because you don't have anybody to do it with you. You're stuck because you don't have anybody pushing you from behind, which is encouraging you to keep going, encouraging you to do it. If you don't have anybody doing that for you, I will. If you don't have anybody to hey, you good? Hey, you good? Because sometimes when I do my exercise, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's hard pushing through, but you just keep showing up day after day, just a little bit at a time, day after day, just a little bit at a time, day after day. And as you tackle it day after day, a little bit by little bit, by little bit by little bit, you're going to get somewhere. Because if you think about it, if you're doing just a little bit every single day for 30 days, you're going to get somewhere. You're going to get somewhere. So let me ask you something. For 20 pounds, if somebody was paying you to lose 20 pounds, would you do it if you had help? if you could lose 30 pounds, and here's the deal. I need to lose, honestly, I need to lose a real good 40 pounds. I can't lie, because I looked at myself while I was on a video I did of myself, that I was looking at when I was on the treadmill today, and I was like, wow. I said, okay, some days, and I looked at my face. I said, wow, some days I look slimmer than others. But, I guess it was because last night I didn't sleep well. So I don't know if it was that. I don't know if it was because I didn't do my face massage. But when I looked at my face now, I'm like, oh, you don't look too bad. You don't look too bad. So all I'm saying is you can you can make $100,000 with this drink to shrink if you want to. If you want to. If you feel like that's too much for you, that's fine. You could take it slower and you could tone it down a little bit. But I can tell you one thing, once you get in and you learn the system, you're going to keep going and keep going and keep going. And you're going to be like, Rosalind, listen, I need help. What can I do? And I'm just going to say, just be thanking God. That's all you can do. Just thank God. That's it. That is it. That is it. Travis just got home with Wesley. He always does this no matter what I'm doing. How you doing, son?
Hello. Okay. How are you?
Good, good. Was school good? Very good. But the thing is, I'm telling you guys, every day, and I promise y'all, if I'm on live and they walk and Travis is gone to pick up Wesley from school, let me tell you about this. He was not able to pick anybody up from school because he was so tired. He was tired. Let me tell you something that was not really sad, but one of the things I remember, I called him and I could be on a training with the team or what have you. This is before he retired. And I'd say, hey, have you left work yet? He'd say, why? Because he knew I was going to ask him to do something. And I would say, can you stop by the school and pick up Olivia? That's when she was at that high school. Y'all, this high school was like literally not even 2 miles away from his job. Coming home, y'all, and he would say, what you need me to do? I said, can you stop by the school and pick Liv up on your way home? He said, yeah, I can get her. And I would just hear the tiredness. It wasn't even exciting. So to see the man that goes to pick Wesley up from school now, it's a totally different guy. It's a totally different guy with a different kind of drive. He has a different drive. He has a different drive. I think what drives him now is his freedom to be a great dad. To be a great dad. And we're going to do everything that we can do to remain to remain doing what we're doing, to help other people change their lives financially, to help other people change their lives financially and health wise. And I mean, I'm so serious. He gets up. He gets up ready in the morning. Y'all, some of you guys know my husband, and he's the type of person that's just, yeah, whatever. Okay, he didn't really say much. And let me tell you what it's done for my sons, for Travis, and I should be talking about me, but I'm gonna tell you what it did for him and our sons' relationship. He The other night they were sitting in the bedroom talking about something, and Trav was just going and talking about it. Let me show you this. Let me show you that. Let me show you that. And Wesley was like, Dad, I'm getting tired. And that has never happened. That has never happened. And I said all that because of this. If I never would have put my all into this opportunity, he'd probably still be at that job and very, very unhappy. And the relationship that he and my son has, the relationship he and my son has now is like, wow. Some days I may have to help the team with something, and he'll say, "Oh, I'll go pick Liv up from college." I'm telling you, I mean, it's like I see where he finds his joy. I see where he finds his joy. But let's talk about this because I'm talking more about him than I'm talking about the opportunity. But the opportunity did it. The opportunity freed him up from that hellhole so he could find his happiness, so he could find joy. And he's found it. He's found it. So I'm not on here trying to but I'm telling you, when he left that job, when he was at his job, and I'm not talking about nobody else, when he was at his job, he literally just believed in the job. He literally just believed in the job. I'm trying to be real. Y'all see what I'm saying? People go to work every day and put their heart in it. They go to work every day and they work so hard. And then when they get home, they ain't got nothing left. But with this simple 3-step system, do I look like I've been sweating? If I do, it was because of when I went to the gym this morning. That would have been the only time I was sweating. I just want to help some women change their lives. Men, men, I know you probably like, well, I can cook too, Rosalind. I get it. I get it. Hey, I'll take you too. That's cool. We could do it. There's room in the kitchen for everybody. You're probably thinking, what kind of kitchen you got? It's enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody. And I'm really excited because we're going on a trip in a next month, and I'm really excited about that. But what I'm more excited about is when I get back, we're having a team workshop here at my house, and I've never had one of those before. I'm like, I hadn't even told my team yet, but I've decided to have a workshop here with my team and just spend time with them and do some things that we've never done before in person, because everything is so virtual these days. And since COVID came, and just kind of have some stuff here at the house with the team. And I'm just looking forward for those things. Okay. I'm probably talking too much. I've been on here for 27 minutes. But I'm just telling you, this doggone juice will change your life if you can just be patient enough to use the system and believe. I used to not believe. And when I didn't believe, my sales showed. When I didn't believe, my work ethic actually showed. What I didn't believe. You guys go to work every day, and because you believe so much in your company, you give them your all, and you do very well at your job, don't you? Right. And you get along just fine with everyone, right? And everybody likes you, right? It's because you're attracting that because you really, really love it, and you love who you work for, and you love the job that you're on, that you're at. I get it. I get it. But I didn't believe that I was good enough to make $10,000 a month. I bet you you were not ready for that. I didn't think I was good enough to make $10,000 a month. But when I started believing that I could do the system, I figured out how easy it was to make $10,000 a month in doing it. And then it was 13,000. And then it was 15,000. And then it was 18,000 a month. And then it was 20,000 a month, all the way up to $30,000 a month with Drink to Shrink. And that sounds crazy, right? Well, that's what do you know what this opportunity did for us? Do you know what Drink to Shrink did for us between 20 and 21? 2020 and 21, we did over $500,000. Drink to Shrink did that. So now you know why Travis would walk off of a six-figure job. And it wasn't a multiple six-figure job, okay? It was a six-figure job. So I'm telling you, if you can just follow these three systems, follow these three steps. If you can just follow these three steps, and in 3 days, you will get your $80 return back. I'm starting a training tonight, and I'd love for you to be on it because I'd love to get back on here tomorrow and tell everybody, guess what? Kelly, Jan, Elizabeth, Pamela, Stacy, Belinda, Samantha, Camille, Ariel, Janice, Ava, yeah, Ava, Lena, April, who else? Ruby, and I need one more name. Tanisha, all made their $80 return within 3 days. It's doable. It's doable. All you got to do is follow the 3 steps. 3 days. If you got 3 days, the 3-step system, and you don't make your $80 back, I'm publicly saying that I'm going to give you your $80 back. I'm only going to extend that. You got 24 hours. No, you got till midnight. You've got till midnight tonight to message me. It needs to be by 10 because see, I have to go to bed at 10:30. My days are full. I have to be in the bed at 10:30. So you have till 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. tonight to message me. But I tell you what you don't want to do. You don't want to miss the training that I'm going to start, that we're doing tonight. You just don't want to miss that. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off because I need you to be in my inbox right now. And my inbox is already going off. So I need to message some people back. 3 days. If you don't make your $80 in 3 days, I'm going to give you your $80 back. All right, guys, listen. I didn't even touch any more about the challenge, but the challenge starts March 1st. It starts March 1st. Get your behind in gear so you can get healthy or get back healthy. Just start. That's the whole thing. If you could just start, that's what matters. All the other stuff in between, we're taking it one day at a time because that's what I did. I went from a size 22 down to a 12. And yes, it took me a while, but I was very inconsistent. I kept stopping and starting and stopping and starting from where I was. And if you can get started from where you are, the rest will come. Listen, guys, I'll see you guys later. I got to go check on my son and let him know what we got up there for lunch, because I don't know if y'all saw that plate earlier or not, but I cooked lunch today for Travis and I, and and that hash was good. It's the Roz's veggie hash with just a simple seasoning baked chicken, guys. Listen, I love you. Share this live. Somebody needs help financially. They're struggling, and there's so many people are sad right now because they're getting laid off and they don't see another way. I got a way. I'll see y'all later. Bye.